Hello, my name is Rich Howard, owner of Architectural Builder Supply. And this video is to bring you a closer look at the Trimco number 2091. This is a mail slot sleeve. This is just the sleeve when it comes to installing mail slots. And this unit is specifically intended for Trimco units. And maybe it'll work on others because there are two like Trimco, typical excellent engineering on their products. They make good stuff. There are two sizes of mail slots, and they're all generally either the same size or very close. There are letter sizes that are, as it was explained to me by my father a million years ago, if you want to just accept letters in your mail slot, you order a letter size, which is generally about 6-inch. But if you get magazines in the mail and you want to have your letters tucked in that magazine that they fold over, you'll need something a little bit bigger. That's called a magazine size. This is clearly the magazine size. Okay, is what this is. And that's obviously stainless steel. I'm going to give you a couple of basic dimensional properties to help you determine if this will work. First of all, these little mounting tabs, those are meant to, after you prepare your cutout in your door, you're going to mount that through one of the sides. I would probably want to have it installed on the interior side is probably where I would want to put that. It doesn't really matter, but I would probably want to pierce any additional holes not on the outside of the opening. So I'd probably put it on the inside. The overall length, the overall length, and this is probably 50 thousandths thick. We'll check that. Overall length, about 11 3/16. Its height is about 2 3/4. This is 4 1 3/4 thick door. So if you have a thinner door, reach out to us and we'll see if the manufacturer will oblige a custom request, because obviously this is just a piece of material that's been sheared or laser cut or however they might do it. I don't know, but it's a clean edge. The thickness of the material is 0.048, so basically 50 thousandths, like what they would make a kick plate out of it. I'm going to say that this is stainless steel. Okay, by obviously the lack of magnetism, but also just the look. I'm going to say that this is stainless. A peel-away protective film is over this. Not that you would need to remove that or leave it on your unit, but when they do stainless flat goods like kick plates, push plates, items where they're using stainless in a flat shape, armor plates, it'll come with this peel-away protective film on it. And that's what you're seeing there. Okay, obviously a magazine-sized metal slot, metal plate sleeve. Available two different ways: aluminum and then stainless steel. This client elected for the very marginally more expensive stainless version. You could also do these in aluminum. I've only ever seen them really in sheet metal. I don't know how they would make that out of aluminum. Nonetheless, they have it listed. Now, there is a link below this video to a document called Cut Sheet, and let's take a let's switch to the screen view and take a look at that together. Okay, so this is the item that we're looking at, and here is where you can select your two options of base material. Here's that cut sheet link that's there. This is going to give you a look at the different size of and options when it comes to their mail slots. You can do a single mail slot. It'll have a spring-loaded flap on the outside with just a trim plate on the inside. You can do that same spring-loaded flap on the outside and have a hood on the inside. A lot of people like a hood because it's not possible to lift this and then look directly inside, whereas you can with a trim plate. And you might want to consider a hood style if you have an application where someone could just look inside your house. You could also then do a double version, two flaps on either side. Then here's your mail slot liner or your sleeve. You will always want to have a sleeve because when you make that cutout in your door and you are passing mail through, or the mail carrier's pushing mail through, you can count on, that, let's just say it's a particle board door or a hollow metal door that you've cut with a slot. You're going to have the rough cut edges. You'll have the core of the door exposed. So while this doesn't seal the door, it sure cleans off the installation. So you'll always want to consider that. Back to the item that we're looking at, and it's here. This link here to the manufacturer's page. We can click on that. What's nice about that is you'll be able to review not only all of the Trimco products that we sell, okay, pages of it, a link to the manufacturer's website, as well as a link to the full product catalog. Let's finish up this video on camera. Okay, in conclusion, this mail slot's going to be a pretty typical item whenever you're doing a sleeve. This client did indeed purchase the 2085 magazine size sleeve in a polished brass finish. And here is the slot, a magazine size mail slot. And this, of course, is the sleeve to go along with it. The name Trimco is synonymous with very high quality trim and auxiliary builders hardware. Trimco is, in my estimation, in my understanding, not in the business of cheapest. They are certainly geared towards the much higher end of the caliber. Public projects are going to always have Trimco specified, and it's because Trimco has the ability to manufacture the very high quality items that you would put in a public library. Material that must last lots of use. Material made of cast, material that's forged. I have reached out to Trimco, and they have been able to oblige in custom powder coating of some of their highly customized door pulls that they have. They are under relatively new ownership, working through their speed bumps as they get up to speed. I have found them to be a quite agreeable company compared to historically. I suggest that you review their line of material, and while they are a manufacturer, they make things to order. So the point of that is allow a lead time. They are made to order. They do stock some stuff, but generally it's going to be a lead time. Plan accordingly. And I can tell you that Trimco material is always well worth the wait. I have received like push bars that you would see in, turn of the century, meaning the dawning of the 20th century, hardware that comes from other manufacturers. And Trimco still continues this lineage of making certain items that you could easily have found in a catalog over 100 years ago. And when you pull the material, the solid brass material out of the package, you can still smell the polish that someone was using to finish the product off. It's real. You really get the sense that the material is handmade and done so by qualified people. Any questions on the Trimco? This is their part number 2091 mail slot sleeve. They call it a liner, magazine size, or any other Trimco product. Please feel free to reach out to us. And thank you.